market is expected to do. And to set you up for trade, tell you which are the important stocks to watch out for, we have a team of research with us right now. Before I go to Sudarshan as well as Gaurav, let me set you all up for the trade in today's trading session. US, like I mentioned, positive. We had initial jobless claims data that came in as well. That was not that great, but still US markets managed to close in the green. Everyone is waiting for that important job report that will be coming today. So that is key to watch out for now. And maybe because that gives an indication in terms of Fed's decision that will come in their meetings as well. Now, obviously, we have commentary that came in from Donald Trump as well. Now, firstly, in terms of, he's spoken about imposing some tariffs on semiconductors very shortly. So we will watch out for that. And he said in those, semiconductor imports, he will exclude Apple as of now. Other than that, he said he'll be putting tariffs on chip companies which are not coming to the US as well. And obviously, the Japan news in terms of the agreement that they have signed, baseline tariff of 15%. That's something that we're keeping an eye out on. FIIs continue to be sellers, but in terms of the amount of sell that came in from FIIs was a bit lower. 106 crores is what the sell came in for FIIs. DIIs were buyers in yesterday's trading session. Obviously, we had that Aptus value block deal as well, which is a part of this DII number, so keep an eye out on that. Other than that, cues for today, we had a commentary that came in between India and European trade, which is at an advanced stage, is what Piyush Goyal has mentioned. Prime Minister Modi also spoke to the EU heads, and that is some positive cue there. India's forex and bond market, which was expected to be shut today, that is open, and now that holiday is going to be on Monday. Domestic economic data we'll keep an eye out on today is going to be the foreign exchange reserves. And Nifty implied open as of now, after that run-up yesterday we saw, and then by the end of the day, Nifty almost closed at the day's lowest point. Today, Nifty implied open, indicating almost a 60-point uptick. So that is something that we'll be watching out for in terms of cues from the market. But let's go across to Gaurav, who's here to tell us which are the important stocks to watch out for in today's trading session. Good morning, Gaurav.
Well, good morning. First, let's talk about Zydus Life. This company has entered into an agreement with Synthen, a company which is actually an agreement for supply of the drug called Ozanimod capsules for the US market. Other than that, Biocon is also in focus, and the reason being that US FDA recently concluded its inspection at one of the facilities of Biocon, which is situated in Bangalore, and they have concluded with 5 observations under Form 483. NTPC, this is also in focus today, and the reason being that the company's operations at NTPC Tanda Thermal Power Station Stage 1 has been discontinued permanently. So definitely let's watch out on this stock. Aarti Truck, when we look at this company, they have started their manufacturing at one of the facilities in Gujarat. When we look at this facility, company has invested around 220 crores, and company said that the capacity utilization will be 1/3 for now, and over the next 12 to 18 months, the capacity utilization will reach its 100%. Other than that, Sanman Capital, this stock is in focus, and the reason being that company has appointed Mr. Himanshu Modi as Deputy CEO from 4th of September. Remember, Mr. Modi was serving as Group CFO at Suzlon. And lastly, let's also focus on RPP Infra, because this company has given an order for 334 crores for road improvement projects in Maharashtra.
Okay, Gaurav, thank you so much for that. But in the final leg of our, setting you up for trade, FNOQs that are going to be very, very important, Sudarshan is here to give us those details. Good morning, Sudarshan.
Good morning, Vinny. So yesterday we thought that it might be one of the best trading days in the last few months, but by the end of the day, we failed to hold the gains, and especially broader markets, we saw big downtick coming from the day's high. Nifty Bank, almost the intraday range was of almost more than 1,000 points, and at the end closed with a cut. And it was a similar picture for mid-cap index, while Sensex and Nifty managed to close in the green, almost near flat line. For today, GIFT Nifty is indicating a start with a gain of 60 points, but the big question remains, will you be able to sustain the gains that we see in the start of the trade? We thought that after a big fall from the intraday highs, there would be big selling coming in from FIs, but yesterday also in the cash market, FI's sell figure was just more than rupees 100 crore, while DIs continue to buy. They have bought more than rupees 2,200 crore in the cash market yesterday. In the index futures too, FI's sell figure was just around rupees 1,100 crore, and they have added long positions of around 500 contracts. But one just minor concern is of addition of short contracts. Yesterday we saw more than 6,200 contracts being added on the short side. As far as the long position is concerned, it remains around 8%. On the short side, it remains around 92%. On the option front, 24,900 and 24,850. Saw huge option build up at the same time. premium has sharply come down from days high, while 24,500 and 24,550 premium have moved higher. Now, lastly, stocks in support for Nifty, 24,600. Resistance remains around 24,900. Stocks in focus, one stock remains in the band, that is RBL Bank. One stock that might be in focus is BSE. Yesterday, despite market seeing a sharp fall from days high, BSE managed to hold on to minor gains. So, keep an eye on the stock today.
Okay, Sudarshan, thank you so much for that. Keep an eye on those important cues in the world of F&O. But moving on to